when this happens because people that don't know and haven't been on our show before, that's just my little like superstitious kind of thing that I have to say before we go live.
Yep.
And I said it the first time, but you weren't worried about it. But some people have said that they're like, wait, are you leaving? I'm like, no, I'm not leaving. It's just something that I've done from the very beginning when we first started, when it was literally just her and I, and nobody hung out with us in the chat. And it's kind of just been the thing. So no, I'm not leaving. I'm staying. I'm here.
Okay. I accept. That's
I accept.
Rituals matter.
They do. They do.
Yeah,
there is a little bit of that, superstitious kind of thing in some aspects of my life. Not many parts of my life, but for this, I got to have it. So
I'm here for it. I mean, honestly, and I didn't before this one, but typically I try to take a moment and pause and pray before I come on. And so, I mean, like same, but different, right?
Yeah. I mean, listen, if you need a little prayer before you come hang out with a bunch of lesbians, I get it. Many people do. So it's totally fine.
I just know that I got these cute little character things going on. And sometimes that's my version of recenter to attempt to show up in a way that's, I don't know, useful to somebody else. So anyway.
Listen, we just like to be ourselves too. Isn't that really cool? And I don't know if you've had the same kind of trajectory process or whatever, getting into this media space and now being on podcasts and whatever. It's like, it's really scary to show people who you really are. And then all of a sudden you realize it's actually more fun just being who you are and laughing about things. You know what I mean? In between the tough conversations and the heavy conversations and the necessary conversations, it's just really fun to just be who you are, and people are going to come hang with you.
Yep.
If they want to, and if they don't,
that's
Claire, really okay.
Claire always has to be herself because her face doesn't lie. Anywhere Claire goes.
I love that you caught that.
Claire's face does not lie.
That is why we get along so well.
Garrett owns a deli. And
it is something else. I swear. Sometimes it's always, I don't really notice it that much. Obviously in real time, I don't think about that, but I know that is. So for example, when I'm emceeing, I think I maybe I used to, during lifting events, cringe a lot more. Like you could see on my, because I had a lot more nervousness around it. And now the exposure, and like I've talked about before with Jimmy doing the pro wrestling, and I'm always like, listen, if like a joint has a problem, that super sucks. But as long as like their spine and their brain are fine, like, all right, whatever. And so anyway,
desensitized.
Totally. So I hope that it's less of that. But that used to be like on my early events. I was like, I have got to stop expressing what I'm actually thinking, which is just some sort of fear for the lifter to, stay safe out there. But
man, it was so funny on your freaking podcast. I don't know. Colleen says she noticed it on the first podcast you guys did.
Oh yeah.
With the boys.
Oh yeah. I was like, she makes a face just like I do. But CJ didn't. Garrett will give me a little tap on the like the arm or whatever, like fix your face. And CJ didn't help you at all. He just left you out with that face. Subtitles were all on, and that was it.
It was so funny. I kind of stopped listening to what anybody was saying. I was just watching your facial expressions, and then you would look at CJ and like talk a little bit off the microphone, and I was like, oh my god, I really want to know what she's saying right
yeah. And so the one that you're referring to is the one where Souza straight up threw some equations around my brain in real time, right? Like where he was like speaking almost in tongues about the future, and I was like yes, that was a moment where there was so much going on, and I was trying to process the whole thing, and it was too much to take in that quickly. And so my brain just melted onto the floor on the show.
When numbers start to come up in the conversation, I'm like that too. I'm like, what are they? Wait, what? Can you slow down? Can you start simple, please?
Yeah. And by that point I don't need an excuse for it. It's actually, I think it's really funny. Like it's funny once I look, because like I said, I'm not aware in real time. And then in hindsight, when I see the clips is when I'm like, okay. Yeah, they're pretty funny, but I mean, they're authentic and that's perfectly fine. But that was a good one.
Well, and he speaks so well and so fast, and like a politician, that by the end of it, you're like, oh, he just solved every problem that the world ever had in 20 minutes. But you're like, do I believe him? But you're kind of like, the way he speaks, you're like, yes, I believe him.
Yep.
Like,
yep. And
everything's
then
fixed.
Literally. Okay. So then the next day we had a show with Jen Pishko and Doc. Why am I blanking right this second? Tom McCoy.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Oh, that one is tough to follow. I'm so interested, but it's so tough to follow.
Is it? Okay. It's like yeah. So CJ and I have listened to them speak about this enough times that I feel like if you were looking, I don't know, at some type of a board, right, that has like a natural progression, like we started at the halfway mark. Like we didn't even get into the nuts and bolts of it. Or I mean, like either way, if you didn't have some awareness about what community care is and what about the CrossFit Medical Society is and so on, and then like you just jumped in there with us. And of course, I loved doing that episode so much. We have such different perspectives, both CJ and I, on those topics, right? And so like he's coming into it, looking at it through the lens of like, hey, I have a lot of experience in the medical system thanks to some serious health events in his early life, and having had a kid and things like that. And so he just has a lot of experience with insurance through that, right? And then I'm looking at this largely through chronic illness for people of all ages and how that impacts, and of course my obsession with nutrition and its impact on those things. And so we're like coming at them from polar opposite perspectives. It was a great show to be a part of, but I do understand if it was like, what is happening?
Oh no.
Corey Leonard. My wife works from home and has a lot of video calls for work. She has a sticky note that says facial expressions to remind her not to react like she normally would. Yes.
Wait, Megan, what do you mean? What time did I post the wrong time again?
No, why is Joseph yelling?
Yeah, what's going on? I gotta get my
Are you in trouble? Hey, also you said that this is Thirsty Thursday, and we all know that I'm sober girl. So I even got like a special drink to drink.
Oh,
so anyway.
Yeah, no, nobody's we're all water. I just call it that. Yeah.
This is my thirst for when I come on the podcast.
Ain't nothing happening up in here. Wait, hold on. Before we get off this one subject, because you were talking about Sousa, I was definitely talking about the first 10 minutes of that second episode where like Taylor's talking about politics and he literally says Daddy Trump, and you're just like, are we going here? We're really going here.
Yeah.
And then he goes on his like little, like the way I personally, I love it. But
there's a reason we talk to them, and it's not because we don't want to. We enjoy talking to them. Yeah.
Your face, you're like, oh, I'm in it. I'm all the way in it. I'm like, it was so good.
Yeah.
You had fun.
Yeah, of course. And I mean, that was actually, so like day one, we finished the day with them. And so that was just like of like, okay, we did, I don't know, 4 shows that day, maybe 5. I'm not sure. No, I know that I feel like we were on air for 6, 7, 8 hours a day.
You guys were working.
There all day. Yeah.
And it was amazing. But that was definitely that first day having them on at the very end. It was just like, whatever, like they'll run the show for us, like whatever. And then with that comes with those personalities, their authentic personalities, which like I said, I'm sure that we can agree that we don't agree outright with every single thing that gets said or whatever, right? But like, that's fine. I'm at peace with being on screen with someone that I don't just agree with all the time, and I think his persona is very entertaining. And of course I appreciate his ideas about CrossFit, like deeply, deeply. Right. So anyway, yeah, I don't know.
I personally loved watching it. I thought it was great both times. I mean, I thought your podcasts were great all weekend, but those for me were especially just because I wanted to see the interaction, how it was going to go. And it was fun. It was very fun. So if you haven't seen those, go back and watch those because those are amazing. And you can learn a lot about CrossFit. But I mean, I was there for I was there.
The personality.
We'll take it. Well, yeah. And then someone, Ed says, the degen for a reason. That was whenever I was like, who's our next or whatever, talking to CJ, and he was like the degenerates. And I was like, that's what we're calling the show. Like the 100%.
Oh,
that's what this is.
I didn't even hear that.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. The degenerates. Awesome. Yeah. It's just funny. And so anyway, yeah. They were really great.
Cool to see them in different conversations, you know what I mean? Because obviously their chat, their group, their show with like Kill Taylor, like can get pretty out there, you know what I mean? But they all have really cool perspectives and they're able to have really cool conversations or whatever. Like you said, whether you agree or disagree, I've always enjoyed the conversations just because they always stop. They get me to stop and think about different things, you know, and then of course the love of CrossFit, which they all will talk about all day, every day, is just really, really cool. Did you guys know that you were going to be doing podcasts all day, or like, was that part of the plan?
Yeah, I mean, that was the purpose of me being there. And so mind you, I was going to be there whether or not I was working with WOD Prep, just because it was basically in my backyard. Like Dallas is only a 3-hour, if that, drive from where I live. So I was going to go no matter what, but I of course reached out and was like, hey, should we make this a thing? And so anytime like up to this point, and I know, I think I want to go. Oh wait, can I go back in the comments?
Yeah,
I can, but I can't pull them up. Can I?
I will. Just tell me which one you want.
It's okay. Let's see. It says, Claire, I know. Oh, it's Corey Leonard. Okay. I know you're coming to Legends, but is it for the podcast or is it to work the floor? So for Legends in December, I'll be there as an MC, not on the podcast. And so then for this event, anyway, once I'm there for podcasting, like it's definitely like, let's do the thing, you know? And I think that my little like recap, that post that I made on social media the next day, where I was just drawing attention to it and the weekend that we had, like I put the very first words there was thought-provoking conversations, you know, because exactly what you said, like there were a broad range of people that we had on over the course of the weekend within our ecosystem, and you're going to think, you know, and it was so great because you have, I mean, if we look back through who all the guests were and what they do, it's broad. And that being said, we don't all agree. So we're all under this CrossFit umbrella, right? We all believe in the methodology and its effectiveness for health for life. And then the application of that from one person to the next, from one affiliate to the next, et cetera, is pretty different. And so it was really fun to have so many of those conversations and to have to like experience the friction of your ideas about the way an affiliate class should be run, or whatever it is, the standards that you need to be able to have, strict versus kipping and blah, blah, blah. And to think through someone else's lens, or to see their perspective and then bump that up against your own and see if it shifts it in any way. I don't know. Those are obviously, you guys would agree. Those are fun things, right?
Yeah. Continuing to learn and continuing to, you know, be like, to question the way you do things. I think if you allow it to be a really cool perspective, can help with a lot of growth. I mean, there's obviously some people that can't, and there's some seasons in some areas where we can't. It takes us a little bit longer to get to there or whatever. But I think it's really cool with the last couple, you know, because obviously we haven't been to any of these events, but being able to watch you guys and hear these conversations and Coaches Congress. I know the boys went to Coaches Congress and you guys were there at the affiliates, and, you know, Matt Souza and doing all his presentations and whatever, like it does. Why it does get them to stop.
God,
what
the F, dude?
You are not.
Is this like not supposed to be happening?
No, it's not supposed to be happening.
I thought y'all were still hanging out with your boy.
What are you doing, bro? Where did you go now?
Was he even intentionally here?
No, absolutely not. Get out.
Oh my gosh, they're crashing the party.
Oh, come on,
they just missed us so much.
Why is Jake got blocked square?
I don't.
Yes.
He's out.
Yes, go ahead.
No,
there's too many
boys. Too many
these.
boys on the show already. You can't join us. Like, not good. Now you got my kid wanting to come on the show.
I was waiting for CJ to be like, "Hey, where's my link?" I mean, we're just gonna just link up both shows.
Yeah.
Then I have this question for Claire, since the boys are on, and
I'll send him a link.
Oh,
He'll come on. Oh my gosh.
No, here we go, Claire. This one's for you, and this is because the boys mentioned today that they loved Roman's physique, right? And he wears the leggings and only the leggings.
Yeah.
But then some of the other guys wear the leggings with the shorts.
Yeah.
Which is hotter?
Which is hotter? Let's see here. So because my fiance
shorts.
does no shorts, I'm for sure saying no shorts.
No shorts.
Yeah, because I'm pretty attracted to my fiance, and he'll often just wear those things. But one of the things about him, he like wears 14 different patterns at one time. And at first I was like, brother, are you colorblind? Do you know what's happening? But I love that about him. He's just willing to be himself. And if he wears leopard and rainbow and whatever all at the same time, I love that for him. I find it very attractive.
I thought so too. As the butch gay on the show, I like Roman with no shorts. I think shorts is gay.
Okay, wait, Colleen, where do you stand?
I give Roman all the credit in the fucking world to be out there in just leggings. I was like, he wears, I mean, Chris Clever didn't even wear leggings. You know what I mean? When she was competing in whatever. So for Roman to go out there in a pair of fucking leggings and not give a shit and no shirt. But my favorite is that he does, he really wears what girls these days wear in the gym is they have the leggings and then the 3X large fucking t-shirt.
Yes.
That like just doesn't look like it fits at all. You know what I mean? So but what she was referring to was because Guy was wearing a pair of shorts that looked like he was wearing a skirt.
Yes.
So I know that they're the running shorts and they like cut really high. And I don't know why. Like I know the girls now for what's that brand? LSKD or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Like the running shorts, like they look like they're just slit all the way up.
Stop pulling shit up on my show, bro. Like, get out of here.
What is happening?
Your shit. No.
Did we get booted?
Hey, do you see how men take over women's spaces?
Oh my gosh.
Women's space.
Whoa.
And you got
That was aggressive.
Trying to take over women's spaces. I thought I just voted against this shit. What is happening right
Oh
now?
my gosh.
Can I just say one thing and then I'll leave?
No, you can't.
You have your own show, bro.
Yeah, what?
Can I just say, did you get to see Paige Rogers' trousers that she was wearing for the rowing event?
No,
I don't remember
I
it.
don't remember.
It was fucking mental. She was wearing these bell-bottom leggings. They had like she looked like a Shire horse. You know those like flares?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
She was wearing them for that workout. Of all the workouts.
You see how his thing is making us echo, right? The echo is coming from Jake.
Yes.
He doesn't even have his head up.
Oh, bye.
Now I feel awkward. I can't stay. I just wanted to say that if you're gonna rock leggings only, you got to have a big pecker. That's it. As long as you do that, then that's it.
Okay, well,
Okay, that was a worthwhile male perspective. Thank you for your contribution.
I don't have a big pecker, and I always rock leggings.
I'm out.
Wait, no, CJ, one more question. You got to let me have a follow-up question.
All right.
Does Roman have a big package? Is
I
he
don't know. I
capable?
don't look.
Yes, he does.
Go away.
Oh, he does. There. I mean, he's Russian. Oh, don't they all? It's like a thing, right? They all.
This is like we're playing Duck Duck Goose, guys. What the heck?
It's this big.
Jake,
CJ, I told you before we came on air, you know how you were messing with the squares the whole time yesterday before the show?
Right.
We're literally doing that. I said we should just do this. And then we would need a warning to people that we were going to like give them some type of, I don't know, what is it? Yeah, that.
Seizures.
Now this show is actually doing that.
Listen, if you are sensitive to changing lights and movement,
Changing lights, words.
get up now.
See what happens when you give men
You
access
don't
to
have
your
another
box?
stroke.
That's
Okay,
it.
bye.
They take over.
I hate him.
What just happened? Did we make any progress on the topic? I suppose we did. Wait, now I want to see Paige's pants.
I know I can't find them.
LSKD does make some bell-bottom leggings, and they are so very comfortable. I'll tell you that.
Notice how it was the men that noticed.
Yes. Yes. But the skirt situation, I think that for Guy, I think that has to be like, what do you think, a 3-inch inseam? Those are little.
No,
those are little guys.
Little.
Yeah.
I mean, CJ will know.
They look very comfortable.
But I don't.
Is Jan still in the back pulling up comments?
Probably.
Dude, I'm gonna kill you.
Because I'm not.
I hate you. I hate you so much.
I was gonna say because I'm not.
I'm not either.
I'm looking for her.
Yeah, I'm looking at her
Or hold
page and
on.
I don't see it.
Hold on, Jake sent me a picture. Hold on.
Ooh. Is there a way to pull that up?
And then he made an AI version of it.
Oh God, here we go.
Here. Can you see?
Oh yeah. Okay, that's the actual photo. That's not an AI.
That's not an AI, no.
Okay.
But those are long. I
Yeah,
could see
those
them
are.
getting
Caught under the shoe.
caught under. Yeah.
What is the athletic purpose of that? Or is it literally just fashion?
I have to go fashion.
I think fashion. Yeah.
I
Those
can't-
look comfortable as hell to wear just walking around and whatever. But to work out in, I don't. It's the same way when it's the size t-shirts.
Yeah.
Especially on a rower. Like I get nervous that like you would sit on it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
So,
and it would get clipped up underneath there.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So, but I don't understand the running shorts. But I just have always wondered why the shorts are so short. I mean, I give kudos to you guys, and I know you wear shorts a lot too, and I give you all the credit in the world to wearing a short. I am just not that girl, and so I don't know. Maybe that's just my own thing. So,
well. I don't know. The ones that have the slit up the side, I definitely think we get a lot of cheek with those. But let me be clear, I'm not upset about it. It's fine.
I mean, I like a good cheek, so it's
you
cool.
want a little
male or
flip,
female, a little side booty goes a long way. I'm cool. I like a good side booty, so
works for me.
Yep.
I definitely I don't know. Yeah, modesty is something that is so individualized, and I'm like, choose your journey. I don't care.
Were they getting caught in the what? Were they getting caught in the? You could see that.
I mean, he was there, so
I mean, the camera wasn't on her enough for her to be able to see any of that. But
yeah.
Huh. I don't know. I didn't even see it, so
yeah,
not a clue. Hey, how are you guys doing?
Good.
We're good. We're good.
Adrenaline level coming down now.
Oh no, it's all the way.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna shoot this.
Fit eight.
Just take it to the head.
She just shot, like pokes a hole in it.
Just
and then or like the girl that owned the first affiliate that I was a member at, shout out Liz Schutz. It's Kevin Schutz's wife. She could literally, it was crazy. She could just bite into a beer and it was nuts. Yeah, it was so savage.
Oh, wait, into the side of one? Like,
yeah, straight up.
Oh, damn.
And she's like the sweetest, cutest thing that ever happened. And so it was so funny. It wasn't like a regular thing she did, but it was something that it was a cool little party trick. Liz is a savage, CJ says. Yes, she is.
Oh, the term is shotgun. Thank you, Kenneth.
Yeah.
Thank God you're here. Thank you.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
But like, you usually cut a hole in it
Yeah.
and then do the shotgun. But like, nah, just
teeth.
And then shotgun.
I just see teeth breaking and anything,
scares me.
I mean, and your teeth are so pretty. Like I just don't see you just biting into the side of a can.
These are a miracle that they're intact in this way. That's for sure. Straight up. It doesn't make sense.
Have you always been a girl that is like, if you want to wear a tank top or you want to wear booty shorts, go ahead? Or have you gone through your own like body journey to kind of get to the point where you're just comfortable being in a tank top and short shorts?
I mean, personally, I think I've continued to become more comfortable with my own body the longer that I've been in CrossFit, right? Like that was one of the really cool things about being a CrossFitter is that my own level of comfort with just being happy to have a strong body. But I mean, as far as like what others do, I think I've always been pretty just like unbothered. Like if you want to wear little, great. If you want to wear a lot, great.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about y'all?
Jan's a dick, just so everybody knows.
He is.
I was
going to say, I think.
Can we ban him from the studio?
I was looking if I could ban him from the studio so he can't come back in.
God.
But nope, I don't think so.
Damn it. We gave him too much power.
No, I've had body issues for majority of my life.
And is that in regards to what other people wear and the like level of comfort, discomfort that it gives you, or just about your own?
I would say mostly about my own. I do get the conversation of if you put your ass on Instagram and then you're crying about the reaction that you get from that. Like I'm like, you know what I mean? Like every picture that we put up is for attention in whatever regard that is. Like I put a picture up of my dog and I'm going to get attention because it's a picture of my dog. If I put a picture up of me or her, us together, our kid, like it's for some sort of attention. So I always have an issue with not an issue, but I'm always kind of like, okay, when women put their bodies out there and then get mad when people criticize and have comments about their bodies. Yeah. Me personally, again, do what you want. I don't give a shit. Like if you feel good doing that, like more power to you. Yeah. But for me, a lot of it stems from my dance background. I was a competitive dancer and was told when I was 13 that I was fat and I needed to lose weight. And I actually took away an opportunity that I could have had, which was trying out for the Rockettes, because my teacher told me a week before our tryouts that I was too fat. So I never took that experience, and then going through getting like I was super skinny when Garrett and I first met. And then I got with Garrett. We were very happy. I got very heavy. you
We
know,
both did.
and then
It was that, nesting
The
thing.
normal.
nesting
yeah.
and yep.
Yeah.
And then I lost the weight and then I got pregnant. And so the pregnancy wasn't so much, there wasn't too much around the actual pregnancy because I really carried it all in my stomach. But then after pregnancy and going through those phases and hormones and, I wasn't bouncing back fast enough and all of those things and whatever. And then, now getting back into CrossFit again and wanting to just be fucking strong. You go through those ebbs and flows of what the body looks like and what it doesn't look like. And I have gut issues and how do you handle that? And where does that come from? And, I went through a period where I would drink a fucking glass of water and I'm ballooning up. My gut would just balloon up like I ate a bunch of shit and it was a glass of water. You know what I mean? So like I've gone through a lot of different like seasons and waves when it comes to my body. But when it comes to other people, like I'm not jealous. I'm like, maybe one day I'll get there. I want a huge leg tattoo down the side of my right leg. Maybe when I get that, I'll put some booty shorts on and go walk out and strut it when I have a tattoo on my leg, but not right now.
Yeah.
Not right now.
Well, I love the videos that you post about your, your, I guess PT work. I don't even know if we could really call it that, but then also just your, your progressions with barbell and stuff like, I don't know. I love you putting yourself out there in that way. I think that's one of the fun things that I was literally talking to Jenny about this, like for media people like us anyway, doing more fitness on the internet.
Oh, that we need to put ourselves out doing fitness a little bit more on the internet.
Well, I thought it was really cool that Souza, in one of the conversations that we were having with Souza and the boys at Affiliate Con, they were referencing like the accountability of leadership, even at HQ, to like being CrossFitters, right? Yeah. And so I was like, yeah, let's lean into that, put ourselves in some uncomfy positions because we're not the elite athletes and that's fine, right?
Yeah.
But we're CrossFitters and we're what CrossFitters look like every day,
Listen, and
each
Megan
and every one of us.
Joseph be putting their posts out for their lesbian friends. I mean, listen, Joseph, I have to say the last video that you did for your deadlift. So he was preparing for a deadlift. So I always joked and I used to joke about Jeremy because Jeremy would always put these thirst videos up of him doing the workout where his ass always started the workout and always finished the workout. Yeah. Like there was ass and balls and dick just in your face with no shirt on. And I'm like, okay, this is literally the thirst. So I used to pick on him for that. So now Megan and Joseph have, jumped on the thirst train and whatever. And it was like, I don't know, beginning of the week or whatever, it was in his stories kind of, it's not up anymore.
Yeah.
So he went to set up for his deadlift and he put his hands on the bar and he shot his ass up and it was a full hamstring shot. You just saw the entire hamstring, the tightness of the ass, and then he dropped his ass and then he started deadlifting. I was like, that whole thing was for all of us. That was for the fucking internet. It was perfect. It was so good.
Oh my gosh, I'm here for it.
No, I don't have them anymore. It was hilarious though, dude.
So good.
And they were red shorts too. And it just I was like, my boy.
Or when he's in gray shorts. So he wears the light gray shorts, but he has the leggings underneath it. So it's still kind of keeping everything tucked a little bit. But when he has those gray shorts and they're sweaty.
It's called the bend and snap. That was good.
That sounds appropriate. That sounds like that fits the description.
You are welcome. We're here for it, Joseph. Make sure you keep posting those videos because
we're all here
so
for
good.
It.
Well, I mean, one of the people that posts their videos, you guys probably, I feel like surely know who it is, but Cody Lanphier.
Nope.
I don't think so.
What?
No. Oh,
no.
Who? What? Okay.
Cody who?
Cody Lanphier. He just on his Instagram page. Here, I'll just click the first video.
Oh, damn.
And this is what it looks like on stories. This is what it looks like. I mean, obviously this one's a Halloween one, but he's hilarious. And I like the amount of sass that he puts into a workout. I appreciate the energy a lot. Anyway,
if you guys start doing this, I'm going to be dead.
And so, yeah, the head, what is it? The bandana, that's normal. Like that's a normal outfit. That's an
But just
everything.
run him back.
The whole thing, the amount of sass that he can work into every single workout is so impressive.
But those shorts are
Yes.
as short as the top part of Gee's shorts were.
That's amazing.
So short.
I'm just really here for it. In fact, so I know there's a video, it's not that far down, of him at it's one of the ones at Wadapalooza
Love it.
with his partner where I'm actually calling the heat and you can hear me talking about that. So it wouldn't be either, go back up. It's probably the one with them with the water bottles, maybe.
This.
Maybe. Yep.
Oh my God.
I think so.
It's amazing.
Here they go, your top 20 50 just to open the workout. Burn 60 more calories, 50 more toes of
God, look how he walks into the event
Lane number 14, putting out vibes all weekend. Oh my.
He said, and I'm not even gay.
Mile Beach Run.
You said, oh my.
Agenda. Let's go, you guys! Let's go! What a fan squad. Amazing style.
That's amazing. That's what Thirsty Thursday is all about, my girl. That's yes, ma'am.
I just love it. I mean, the energy that he brings to a competition or to his everyday training, like it's obviously very unique to him, right? And that's great. But I am so here for it.
That was great. That was awesome.
Like he's having a good time.
He is having a good time.
Oh, Ed, at AI, Claire, for Christmas, we need to get CJ a shrimp hammock, not a banana.
I mean, if we are currently speaking about things, I'm going to exit that. I'm not even going to enter that conversation. That is not a conversation I need to be a party to.
All right,
Sorry.
simmer down,
We
guys.
can go
simmer
back to
down.
Cody.
Oh shoot.
Yeah, it was cute. And the Wadapalooza team that Cody was on, it was literally, their name of the team was the Gay Agenda. It was so funny. It was so funny.
That's fun.
Yeah. Anyway, there's that.
I wanted to show you guys this because this is like a blind watch for both of you.
Oh, she was
Okay.
telling me about this, but I don't know what it's about. So
This is amazing. It's like a theme going around TikTok. It's hilarious. And first of all, I want to even know how your spouse would respond to this. And also if you could even do this to him. It's not bad. Calm down, everybody. Ed's
What a
comment-
way to intro
Ed's
whatever
comment
this
was
is
way
about to
worse.
be.
They're all this is all men, right? This is just how they all match.
Oh no. Oops. He knew.
Hey! What are you doing?
Okay, I feel like that was potentially planned.
They're every single
That
dude
one-
reacts the same way. They're all like, nah. Like they're emasculated immediately. Like, would your husband go for that prank? I know I wouldn't. I would not be okay.
Do we think I should just set this up and film it and find out?
Oh,
yes.
I mean, could I do it? Of course. He's only like 200, 205.
Okay.
Yeah, he's not like, so anyway, yes, I could absolutely do that. His reaction, I don't know. I mean, he like fake pro wrestles me all the time. So I don't even know. Like I'm telling him like one of these days I'm going to actually catch one of those to the face. But anyway, yeah, no, I don't even think I would phase him doing it, but we'll see. I'll do it.
Oh my God, that's so cool. I want to see that so badly. Because I told her, I was like, if you ever do this to me, I'm going to curl up in the fetal position.
You would not like it?
I would not make it.
No.
What the girl at the end, it seemed like that one was potentially a little staged, but the girl at the end that like smacked his ass and then like that there was a lot going on there. I feel like that would be
not that one. The original one is just pick your man up and put him on the kitchen counter and see how he reacts to it.
simple enough. I think
No,
I'd just confuse him.
You'd be like, what is happening?
Yeah. I mean, I don't even know. Like this is going to be interesting because I wouldn't even be surprised if there was like no meaningful reaction, just like looks at me like,
What is happening?
yeah, like what's next?
Jake, if my wife did that and I was fine with it, I'd fully accept her wanting to leave me.
I don't know.
See,
I feel like strong girls do really weird things though. You know, like we like to just pick stuff up and I don't know. I don't feel like it would phase him. Maybe I'm just
picking
strange.
him up would be, but putting him on the kitchen counter is the act that kind of kills it. That's why I was like, I would never be able to have sex with you again because I would. there's
Okay,
no
so
way.
Colleen can't do this to you is what I'm
No,
hearing.
I showed her the video. No, I didn't show you
No,
the video.
not-
I'm
no,
telling
not
you
this
now.
one.
Till
Don't
now.
do this to me.
No, you did tell me that whatever it was, before I saw this, when she was like, hey, when I'm gonna pull up some videos, I want to get yours and Claire's reactions or whatever. She's like, one of these, if you ever do this to me,
I won't.
we're
make
gonna
it.
have a fucking problem.
I won't make it.
Which is so interesting to me, babe, because on the last show that we did with
Okay,
Dents,
I was like on the last what now?
no, on the last show that we did with Dents, you told everybody that you like being on the bottom. So
You did tell
Oh, yeah,
people that.
I did say that. But not on top of the
So-
kitchen counter. I cannot be the little spoon on a kitchen counter. That's not okay. It's not okay. At all.
Oh gosh, that's funny. I'll do it.
I can't wait.
I'll keep you posted.
Make sure
Yeah,
you tag
please.
us in it.
Please
so we
tag
can
us.
share.
Yeah, we-
I'll share the results. If it's really underwhelming, I don't even know if I'd post it, but we'll see.
Okay,
All right.
All right.
You have to
Yeah.
let us know either way.
That's
We'll
fair.
see.
Power bottom. There you go.
Yeah, that's me. That's fine. That's all right.
Ed says I'd get off the counter and say I'll cook dinner tonight.
Yeah.
What a deal. Can you cook? Is that a good situation or is that a bummer for everybody?
Oh my god. Oh, god.
Oh man.
No, I'm not pulling. Okay. No. I'm
Do we have any
good.
other any
Yeah,
other
she
ones?
does.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, she
If you-
does. Come
like-
on. You said you saved a bunch of them. I'm ready.
Okay, if I ever pranked you like this, babe, or if your husband ever pranked you like this, how would this go? I have a feeling Colleen would kill me, but I might. No, I wouldn't do it to you.
So for your yeast infection. Babe, they got those pills that'll stop it from burning when you pee. Still burns, right?
He's just kidding.
No, it burns when she pees. Do you want me to get them or not? They got that rash cream for your nasty infection.
Holy.
He's just kidding.
No, they got the cream. The Vagisil for your yeast infection.
That's the one that's the worst. The Vagisil one is by far the worst.
I don't they're all pretty bad. They're all
Yeah.
pretty bad. Colleen, you weighing in on this? Can you speak?
Yeah, no, you would not be sleeping in the bed that night. I might not even be sleeping in the house that night. So choose wisely.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yep, figured.
Jan says that's something I wouldn't do to my wife. Yeah, I don't know. So Jimmy has a lifelong best friend that he's had since they were I think they were neighbors from age like 3, I think. Anyway, when we do things in public, like we go shopping somewhere, we go to a restaurant for dinner, it is very normal for Jimmy to do something like that to Matt.
Oh,
So this is so Jimmy really has a good time with stuff like that, but he doesn't do things like that to me.
Smart man.
smart.
Yeah.
Smart man.
I don't know. I mean, I think maybe I don't know about my sense of humor. It's hard to say because I think that I'd probably I know it's humor, and I think I would think it's funny. I may need to interact with the people nearby and communicate that he's joking.
Yeah.
But I'd just be like, this is just how he behaves. It's fine. Yeah. I feel like I don't know. I would deflect that so quick.
No, I feel like Colleen would walk out and then promptly take a small vacation by herself.
You'd be catching them hands.
I hope that we're not anywhere that's far away from home because I might just take the car.
Right.
So I
And
hope it's
you're
somewhere
walking,
you
Jake.
can walk. But it was the same as, I don't think you have the video, but when a friend this girl and her friend were getting on a plane and she was going through security and they opened up the bag and it's a huge dildo.
Yeah, the dildo prank.
Wait, you physically were there for that, or you saw that
No,
online?
I saw it online.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
It's
And
just a
the-
collage of pranks where they're all flying together and their
Yep.
friends or their brother or something like sneaks it into their carry-on.
yeah.
And the security guy goes, and she's like, "It's not mine." And he's like, mm-hmm. And I'm talking about this was like
It was great.
huge. It was a gigantic dildo, and
Yeah.
it was so fucking funny.
Oh my gosh. So one of the funnier, it's not that, although now I'm thinking about, because of course we know that Taylor had one in a show. I'm like, did he just like comfortably travel with that? Like, I don't, whatever. I don't know.
I think they have it. I think they still
Probably.
have it.
Who knows? As far as like travel things, let's see here. So at one point I had a switchblade in a bag, a carry-on, and that didn't go as bad as I thought it would go. I didn't intentionally have it there, but of course, once they found it, I just looked at TSA and I was like, what do we do from here? Like, this is not,
What do we do?
and they're like, well, you can go back and check it, or they gave me options and it was fine. And it was not, obviously I did not know it was in the bag. And then another one that this was like a more funny one. I used to, before traveling for work within the fitness industry, before getting sober, I used to travel and do bartending at music festivals. I didn't do like a ton of it, but I did do some of it. And so I had traveled for bartending at a music festival, and you make like cash tips, right? And you keep your cash tips. So I literally had a tube sock with a bunch of ones in it, like thousands of dollars of ones. And anyway, they did go ahead and open it up and take a look, because that's like strange anyway. And so as they're pulling the tube sock and the money, and I'm just like, I could explain this to you, but it's not going to make it any better. Like, this is just weird. So
That
think
looks
whatever
like
you
drug
need to
money.
think, do
Like,
what you need to do.
Yeah.
I gotta go.
Yep. Drug
Yeah.
money, stripper money. I mean,
But I mean, that
same
that
thing.
surely has to be what they were thinking.
Oh yeah.
I would if I saw
Mhm.
that.
Yeah. So anyway,
I've,
good times.
Did you get to keep the money? Did they keep?
Of
the money?
course. Yeah. There wasn't anything wrong. Yeah.
Just where it was placed in the
They
bag
just
was
needed to scope the scene, and it was just a strange thing to have in a bag. And I don't disagree.
Oh, hey, the last time we were talking to you, your man was going to Raw. How did he do? Did he get a lot of
Oh gosh, let's see here. What we want to see him last night.
Oh,
He
boy.
was on AEW last night. And so hang on, let's see. There he is.
Hey.
And then let's see. So then that's because the little CEO came out. And so he's on the far side over here.
Nice.
Oh, okay.
And this situation was so funny. He has a show tonight, and then he'll be on another AEW show on Saturday night in Houston. And so we'll see what he does there. You never know. I don't remember what he did last time.
Okay. Yeah,
Sorry.
apparently that's what I was about to say. He seems like he's traveling all the time. You're traveling all the time.
Yeah.
Do your schedules ever like mesh so that you're home at the same time and away at the same time, or are they
Yeah.
different?
Yeah, well, and I mentioned this on the show. We did the Rogue recap show on Sunday, but we moved to a new place during that. Like, so there were like 6 weeks where I was gone for 4 days, home for 3. And he was gone a lot of that as well, on the weekends. And then we moved during that time. And so I kind of offloaded a lot of the responsibility of that. And like, we hired movers and so on. And then we moved into somewhere else that unfortunately had mold. And it only took a couple of days of us being there to like become really reactive to it. So then we had to go through the whole process. And this past weekend, we just moved again. So anyway, we've had a fun past month in that way. But during the like 6 weeks where I was gone for 4, home for 3, we usually would be home for like 48 hours together. But of course, during that time, like I'm doing all of my client work, he's doing all of his work with his clients and whatever. So we made sure to do like one date night every week during that time, where we'd like go to dinner, just the two of us intentionally. And then other than that, I mean, it's that whole like distance makes the heart grow fonder thing. There's some truth to it. And like, he's in San Antonio right now, where we live in Austin. He was in Houston last night. And so he's aggressively pursuing his goals. And when I'm going and doing all these things, I'm also aggressively pursuing mine. And so I feel really inspired by my partner. I feel really grateful that he has things that he's chasing. And so I really appreciate the time that I do get with him. And I do feel very supported while I'm gone and so on. But it doesn't, I don't find it bothersome at all. I think we're in a season of life. We don't have kids yet. Like we haven't hit a season where things can't be that chaotic or whatever you might want to call it, busy, full travel, whatever. So anyway, I enjoy the time that I get with him when I get it. It is enough that I don't feel like it's not enough. And I just feel really grateful that he is so into what he's doing, and I just believe in it. And so I'm like, yeah, you go do whatever it is that you need to do to get that done. Cool. And I would love to be two places at once. I'd love to be able to pursue my own and be at all of his shows, but that's just not reality. And so when I can be at his shows, like the one on Saturday that I'll go to, I love getting to be there. But we both agree that it's important for me to pursue my stuff too. So yeah.
Gabe, I only have 1 minute.
Hi,
but y'all are
Gabe.
the goats. Okay, goodbye. Now, have fun. He's awesome.
He's got a baby he's got to go take care of.
Yeah.
A cute, smushy baby.
Yeah.
Have you guys always been able to navigate that? Or do you feel like the more in season that you guys are with these travels and with these goals and really being pulled in like complete opposite directions or whatever, do you feel like with the season growing, like you guys have gotten better at it? Did you guys ever have issues in the beginning?
I wouldn't say that there were ever issues with it. It's definitely changed. Let's see. So one of the things, like we used to train together more, like do our own training together, and we do way less of that. We very infrequently get to actually like work out together. And so that's something that I would say, like we both kind of at first wanted to try to figure out how to do more together. And then just kind of came to terms with the reality that based on each of our goals and so on, that in this season, there's just not going to be as much of that. And so I don't know, there was never like friction between the two of us for that, but we both like agreed that we wish that we could do more together, but with what we're both doing, it's just not really on the table. But I don't know. I mean, it definitely it has picked up for both of us. We first got together, and then very shortly after that, he had a pretty catastrophic knee injury and the surgery and so on. So he had a down season that was just unavoidable. Right. And then I was getting more chronically ill and we didn't know why. And then we figured it out. And then I think if anything, like we went through some quieter, harder times where we both wanted to pursue things, but I needed to work through that illness stuff and he needed to overcome an injury. And so we had a lot of quality time during a season where he was really, he's not thrilled to be injured and not being able to pursue his goals. So if anything, it's been like more fun now that we both have more energy to dump towards the things that we want to dump it towards. I wouldn't say it's been hard. It's been, I don't know, it's been fun.
Oh, so because I was also thinking like too, when that season does come and you guys are home together all the time or a lot more than you are now, that's going to be a whole new season too. You're going to have to relearn everything all over again.
Yep. Totally.
Whole new relationship. Like,
yeah, we'll see. I mean, that's it. Like we did up front, but also like we come from such different backgrounds. Like you guys know a little bit about mine, but between the alcoholism and so on, like the way that my upbringing was and the way that his was, they were so polarly different. So us starting dating and getting to know one another, there was a huge learning curve. And it was like, we both had such high levels of respect towards one another that we really wanted to, but I would say if anything, it was almost like harder up front. And then it continues to get easier and more fun. And during the time where he was injured and I was sick, like we were home a lot more together, So
you've had one season like that already?
Yes. Yep.
Now, okay. All right.
Yep. Yeah. But I mean, every season is different. Like you definitely hear, so like a good example would be like friends that I'm sure we've all had that have military spouses. And so like during certain seasons of their military career, they're gone a ton. And then all of a sudden they're home a ton. And like, I hear that that's really hard to navigate, but it's life. And I mean, you guys have run the business together at some seasons and then not as much. Is that right?
No, it's my family.
Okay. So it's always been yours.
I've always tried to keep her out of the deli.
I've worked in it a couple times.
Yeah.
Okay.
When they've really needed somebody. But I'm very separate from what the business is with her and her family. And then I'm always available if it's one of those things that like they need me.
Okay. And so would you say for y'all's journey together so far that the amount of time you spend together versus apart has been like pretty similar? Because obviously bringing a kid into the relationship massively changes it, and that's not a new thing for you guys, but that was, of course, I'm sure, a learning curve of what is normal.
Yeah.
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 Mhm.
Yeah, I think once I got you to kind of stop, I got her to stop really traveling very far. Like she was traveling for 45 minutes to an hour away for work. And once we got her to be closer to home, so she didn't have to take like 2 hours out of her day every day just to travel, I think we settled in nicely. But God, and you were working nights for a little while too, which was
Yeah, so we split the day when we
now it's
when we had our son, we really didn't, well, one, we don't really have like family support here. Like her uncle is here, but to leave him with our brand new baby, like he was a single guy at the time and just was working and then wanted to go home and that kind of stuff. So, and we didn't really want to hire a babysitter because obviously if I'm at work, I'm paying for a babysitter. You know what I mean? So what's the point? And we also just didn't trust someone with a brand new baby for us personally. So we split our day in half. So in the morning, when the store is open, she'd be at work, I'd be at home with the baby, and then she would come home. It literally was like a pass the baby, and then I need to go because I need to be to work, again, 45 minutes to an hour, depending on traffic, to get to work. And then I'm at work all night, and then taking me an hour or so to get back home. So now I don't get home until like 10, 10:30, 11 o'clock at night sometimes. Jump in the shower, try to eat some food, try to fall asleep. And then within a couple hours, our son's getting up. I have to feed him in the middle of the night, get back to sleep and whatever. And then that was just our routine of the day, So, we joke that with every couple years, I've slowly started to get closer to home. And so now working very close to home and the flexibility that we have with my schedule has been very freeing for us. But that took a lot of time for me personally, not so much for her. But again, coming from very different backgrounds, like I literally was trying to be 6 people at once in 6 different places at once, growing up with a single mom and knowing that she needed to go to work to provide for the family. And that was the way that she felt like she was, but she missed everything. Well, I felt like I still needed to go out and do all of this stuff, but I wasn't going to miss anything either. But I was, because I was gone. And so like there was a battle that I was having of trying to be 6 different people at 6 different times and then being like, well, I never see you guys and I'm never with you. And her and I weren't having like our marriage kind of like, it wasn't the priority because our kid was the priority. And then, that's that whole idea of putting your kid first. And we did put our kid first. But for me, that wasn't healthy for me. That wasn't healthy for us. And the minute we flip that narrative of like taking care of ourselves and then being better together as a couple, I think we're substantially better parents to our kid than we were when we first started. But that's a live and learn, kind of principle.
Yeah. I don't know how you do it because we would not have survived on like, what did you say? 2 weeks gone, 48 hours home or something. Like there's no way.
No.
Yeah. Well, what about like, so some specific action items? Cause I have heard you guys talk about on a different show about the experience of, the cost of childcare versus being actively involved, and trying to like finding your way to making that work and why it's a priority to you. And I really appreciate the conversations you guys have around that because obviously I don't have a child yet today. I look forward to that season of life, but that's not happening tomorrow. And so anyway, being a present parent to me seems very like it's going to be a priority to me in that season. And I have even fears, concerns because I am such a career driven person or whatever that like I think that there's going to have to be a lot of intentional energy for me to pivot there. But I don't know. That's all kind of hypotheticals and getting into something that hasn't happened yet. I like to call it future tripping over shit that hadn't happened yet. But anyway, I think about those things, right? Because I'm anticipating it with actual excitement and curiosity with how it'll go. Anyway, for you, I could see like the playing different roles and having to come back to. So when you say that you realized that you weren't taking care of yourselves and weren't putting your relationship like at the forefront, what are like a thing or two that you started to do differently to bring back some priority to the relationship and priority to caring for yourself? Like simple, easy stuff, just stuff that you started to pivot.
Just all of the, well, I mean, it was making sure that we both got to go to the gym for the most part. Like even if we couldn't work out together, like you said, you came to you got to a place where you guys don't really get to work out so much anymore. And like, yeah, it sucks, but we both knew we had to do it. So like I would just go in the morning, she would go after me. We would try to meet up together here and there, and then like you said too, making sure that we always had date night, that was always like a priority where we got to go out with each other and just be together, talk to each other. And now recently it's been kitchen table talk. Like having an hour and a half at night to just sit at the kitchen table, whether I'm doing dishes, cooking, or she's cooking or something. And we're just listening to music and chatting with each other. So that we check in with each other. Because it's fast paced and we just got out of the summer season, which is, I'm tired all the time.
Yeah.
I'm literally tired all the time and it takes me forever to decompress. And I know that's a me thing. So like, my decompression now has started to be sitting at the kitchen table and decompressing with her as opposed to decompressing by myself.
Yeah. Well, and so for you too, the day starts really early with the deli, right? Like the day starts, and is it kind of like you hit the ground running kind of thing, or?
Oh yeah. Yeah. Because it's not like we have 20 employees. There's like 7 of us all together and we don't all work on the same day. So it's, once you're in there, and if like when I'm the opener, you're pretty much in there from 4:30 in the morning until 2:30.
Yeah. And so on a day like that, what is the previous day's bedtime?
8:39. We probably go to bed with him or right after. Awesome. Like his bedtime is 8:30
every night.
Yeah.
We keep that even on vacations, breaks, whatever, because we know how important sleep is, especially for him.
Yeah.
You know, and so even if he doesn't fall asleep right away, like he is in bed, lights out, you know, at 8:30, even if it takes him 30 minutes to actually fall asleep, he is in his room. And
so maybe like 9:30, pretty close to when he goes to bed those days.
But I think for me, it was more of giving myself permission in a lot of different ways. You know, I think it was giving myself permission that I have a partner that wants to be in the role that makes her comfortable, which is providing and protecting for us, and not feeling like that I had to do it the way that my mom did it, or the way that that I've seen other people do it, just because that's what I was supposed to do. I'm not doing this by myself. Whereas my mother did it by herself. So I see what she struggled with. And so I'm like, so that's just what I'm supposed to do. I'm just supposed to be working all the time. And, and then being with her, it was like finally giving myself permission and essentially giving her permission to be in that role and to be proud in that role and to be able to support her in that role. I also think it was giving myself permission that I always knew I wanted to be a mom. And then we went through, and I know you've heard this story a bunch of times, but we went through the phase of like thinking that we were never going to be parents. And then now we're parents. And all I've ever wanted to do was to be a parent, even before this idea of being in a relationship.
She said married. She wanted 5 kids. I
did say I wanted 5 kids.
Do you want to stay married? Because
I'm not about that life.
I don't know if I can pull that off.
No. And so, even before, like I said, even before like thinking about being married or anything like that, because I didn't have the best example as to what a marriage was supposed to look like. I always knew I wanted to be a mom, and I wanted to be a really good fucking mom, and my own issues and relationship with my own mother of feeling like she was never there. I like wanted to overcompensate for that and be there all the time. So a lot of it came down to giving myself permission to be in the roles that fill my cup up, that we can obviously do in this season. When it becomes her store, like it's going to be a different type of season, because I'll be joining her in whatever capacity that she needs me. And then also if I have a couple clients that I keep just because I love them and I've been working with them forever, but like, what's that going to look like? What's my time going to look like? What's our son's time going to look like? You know what I mean? And being able to give each other permission that the seasons are going to change, but being in the positions and in the roles that really fill my cup, which is making sure that I'm good, making sure that my marriage is great and my wife is loved and supported and we're always working on us. And then I get to be a really good mom at the same time. That took me a long time to get to this place. So I think that was a big change for me that's helped us get to where we are right now.
Did you guys ever set like rules or guidelines up for the way that you fight? Like we very much set up rules for how, if we're going to have a disagreement or an argument or whatever, about how we go about it.
No, we didn't. I'm curious what you, I mean, I think we navigate as we go up to this point, but Jimmy is definitely a thorough communicator, and like he's like, we're gonna spend the time that we need to spend to get where we need to go.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. And that's I gotta give him like so much credit for that, because some of the things that I showed up with were different, you know, as far as just I've learned a lot in being with him. So that doesn't mean it's all sunshine and rainbows. Obviously, when you're in some kind of a disagreement, like that's not fun, you know?
Yeah.
But the commitment to coming back to, we are a team. Why are we at odds? You know, I don't know. That's definitely, it means the conversations in those moments run long, and I'm a really impatient person, but like it's obnoxious. But it's such a worthwhile thing to like sit through. You get to the resolution, you get to the whatever you needed to get to where you could actually understand the other individual. And like, man, the fruit is so, you know, it's so good. So
it's so good at the end, even when it's shitty.
Totally. Yeah.
It's so
good. What are the like things that you guys, what are your guardrails, I guess, that you set up for disagreement?
We don't yell at each other.
Mm-hmm.
That was something that was made very clear in the beginning of our relationship. You know, we both, you know, come from different relationships, past experiences, childhood, you know, those kind of things. And so one of the things that we made very clear was that we weren't going to yell at each other, and we weren't going to call each other out of our names. You know, I came from a past relationship where like we would throw around curse words at each other and call each other a bitch and you know, and all of those things, which of course never worked, and screaming at each other and, you know, that kind of stuff. And I think, you know, a season that I think we're in now, because I come from the extremes. So I came from places where I would never say anything, and then something would happen that had nothing to do with what actually was bothering me, and I'd fly off the fucking handle. Or the other side where I was just angry all the time. So that part of like not, and that's why the kitchen table thing is so important for us right now in the season that we're in, is that if I'm feeling something, if she's feeling something, we need to bring it to the table, and neither one of us keep it and try to like figure it out on our own.
Yeah.
You know, and so I think that's been really helpful for both of us, where like you just said,
because I'm a lot like you. I'm the one that's like, I need this conversation to be like 20 minutes or less. Like, let's get it out or whatever.
Yeah.
And she's like, nah, bro, I got like an hour to 2 hours worth of stuff I got to unpack over here. And I'm like, wow, that's a big suitcase.
Yeah. No, it's a huge suitcase. And I mean, but seriously, then you think if you actually truly love this individual at the depth that you do, you know, then like the sacrifice that needs to come for the betterment of it. You know, it's easy for me to sit here and say with the longevity that I have in my relationship. So, you know, but I do, this is a totally different ball game than I've ever played. But I mean, I never wanted to commit to someone like, you know, as soon as I started hanging around Jimmy, I'm like, yeah, this is it, you know? And that was such a cool thing to get to feel that way. But yeah, it definitely is a huge, and I mean, yelling is definitely off the table for us as well. And name calling is off the table for us as well. It just, I'm not going to do well with that kind of stuff.
You can't hear it. You can't hear what the person's saying.
No, not at all. And so, yeah, there are definitely, I think for me, I really struggle with, if I feel guilty or something, then I want to fix it right now. And sometimes words don't mean shit without any actions, you know? And so I have to grapple with like when I am in the wrong, which happens pretty often. And I think I have to, you know, give a lot of credit to, you know, the recovery work that I've had the opportunity to do over the last handful of years of just really transforming how I see, like, man, my perspective is often extremely skewed and flawed. I'm a really selfish creature by nature. And so just because I showed up thinking this thing doesn't mean it's like remotely reality. And so that can take me a minute when I'm emotional to get there. But like, we have a phrase, we pause when agitated or doubtful, you know? And so like, if I need to take a step back and reassess and get a different frame, then I realize that my perspective is not the right perspective. And there is another human involved in this, and they have a different one. And so we need to spend that time that I don't want to spend because I have 400 other things I'd rather be doing. But now this is what I need to be doing. If this matters to me at the level that I say that it matters to me at, then maybe, and so anyway, we all do the best we can. I'm not saying like that's hitting home runs left and right, but that stuff has really helped us when we do, because since we did have such different upbringings and like we have such different experience, often the way that we think is not the same. But I do constantly come back to like, I have such a high level of respect for him that I want to understand. So
and those healing things make you so raw. Like that's like those healing conversations that you have with your spouse or whoever you're having it with, like it's so raw. If you're really going to unpack everything, it gets raw and it's very difficult. But like at the end of it, it like, did you see the Coffee Pods and Wads interview with Luka Jukic today?
I did. Yeah.
Dude, I went through every single emotion during that interview. It was crazy.
Yeah.
And I was like, how raw that dude had to, like, I mean, I just can't. Like, there was an amazing show, and like, Peter did such a good job. It was so good. I was sitting there watching it at work, like, oh my God, I'm about to bawl sitting here watching this thing right now.
Yeah.
It was insane.
Yeah, it was really cool. I mean, to be able to sit down and have that conversation, that I would imagine, this is me just making assumptions. I don't know Luka, I've never spoken to him, but it's probably a therapeutic experience to be able to sit down and have a conversation. And you're right, Peter did a really good job of navigating it and like talking about uncomfortable things. Like we need to talk about uncomfortable things, right? And so yet again, I'm not telling him what he needs to do in the timeline he needs to do it, and I know nothing about that. But definitely, yeah, leaning into those uncomfortable conversations. I don't know. Yeah, they did a great job. Yeah.
Oh my God, girl, I'm just looking at the time right now. Holy crap, you gotta go get I just saw that.
No, it's okay. Yeah, I'm good for just a little while longer. I've got a call at 4:30. So
okay, all right. Yeah.
I mean, if we need to go, we need to go. But
no,
yeah, I'm good.
Fine. I just remember what you said.
Yeah. Yes. No, I appreciate it.
The boys hijacked like 35 minutes of the show, and then they turned into whatever it turned into, and then I was trying to bring it back, but I didn't help either. So it's like, but yeah, Peter did such a good job, and just the level of anger that he had to have when it started, to get to where he looks now. Like, Luka just like, there's like I don't know, his color's back or something. You know what I mean? Even a little bit. And
I don't know. I appreciated all of it, of course. Him asking about what was it like getting back into the gym and why did he do it and all of these things. I mean, and for him to be able to, the way that he was able to traverse that conversation was very real and makes you really like him. Not that you didn't like him before, but man, he's a very likable guy. I appreciate his perspective and his willingness to share it today. And him saying about how, he needed to show up for his family. And so like, that was, like our movement is medicine. We know that, right? It's why we all do this thing. It's how we all got connected to begin with. And so for him to say like, well, I needed to get back in there because that, and we were doing a show yesterday with Joe Linton, who is the owner of Legends, and he and Bob, they'll do Del Mar next year. So we were talking a lot about that stuff. And we asked him like the workout that he did yesterday. He had a full day, a pretty stressful day, I believe. And he did like a gruesome workout. And he was like, on the days whenever it's actually most stressful, the workout's going to be harder. And I was like, that's interesting. We just have this tool that's a beautiful tool to deal with life. Anyway, I thought that the way that Luka talked about why did he go back? What was it like? What did it feel like? They're just so relatable. We can all relate to that in our own way. Obviously, we've not experienced what he has experienced specifically, but it was very relatable.
I think that it was a really good perspective and a reminder that everybody was looking at his grieving process as an individual. Like, what is he going through? And for him to talk about the fact that it's not just what he's going through, but but the weight that he has had and been carrying on his back and will continue to carry on his back from his parents and his partner and his friends and everybody that was close to them. And like, it's not just a him decision. As much as we talk about like, we want to be selfish in certain ways and we just want to focus on ourselves and whatever, like there are certain things that we carry with our closest loved ones. And so for him to share that, I was like, you know what? That's something that I personally didn't even think about. The fact that he's carrying this type of weight and he's carrying this type of what comes next? And it's not just my decision. How do we collectively as a family move forward, but also honoring himself for what he wants to do, and how that must be a very difficult road to navigate consistently since this happened. That was a really big eye opener for me of like, yeah, it's not just him, and we're all just focusing on what he personally has been going through and how he's been moving, and forgetting that there's other people that he is supporting and now leading, through whatever the next stages look like.
Yeah. And I mean, we see him step onto the competition floor, and we're all thinking like he is aware that everyone else is thinking about his brother as well, and like, so it's never just Luca.
Yeah.
And it never, I don't know if when, maybe if he's competitive around for long enough that new people come in and they have no awareness around that, but it's still going to be spoken about for, probably for his career. And so anyway,
and he wears them on his chest, and he literally said, this is why, like, when Pedro asked him about, how do you handle all the pictures and the tributes and the this and whatever. And he's like, I put him on my chest.
Yeah.
I want him to be there. I want him to be seen. I want him to be talked about. You know what I mean? So like, that's a big statement too.
Yep. Yeah.
No, go ahead.
No, just Jan said Pedro did a fantastic job, and Jeremy says, hoping that interview was healing for Luca. I think that we all agree that we hope that was healing for him.
And we all want him to come back to the games, right? Like but he also reminded, at least me, I don't know how long that'll take because of the trauma around it. Like he can go do the French Throwdown, and he can go do, and like he said, and that took me back too. I was like, right, those are all the beautiful memories that he shared at the Spain one, Madrid. Thank you. That those are the beautiful memories that he wants to have with his brother. He might not want to have the games, you know what I mean? Who wants to go remember that, like, and compete at the same time? So that makes total sense to me. I totally got that. I was like, oh, yeah, you right. Like,
so. I think that we can want to see him wherever we want to see him, and at the end of the day, he owes no one anything,
You have to
on that front.
light.
I have
She touched her light.
I didn't touch any. I'm over here.
And you guys are sitting, you guys face one another, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
Across from me.
Yeah.
And we have two different
Ring lights.
Yep.
I don't know what happened.
CJ was like giving me crap because I have two shadows. He's like, do you have two lights? And I'm like, yeah, Jimmy uses these for promos. So I just use them. And there's two.
What the lighting is supposed to look like.
Oh my God. Do you just sit around and watch him do promos all day? I would just sit there and just watch him do promos all day.
It's a really impressive talent for sure. Like, to be able to sit down and just straight up rip a monologue and pack a lot of emotion and tell a story into it for 3 minutes consecutively, one take.
No.
Yeah, crazy.
That's crazy.
That's insane.
Yeah, and you have to develop an entertaining narrative. Like, you got to give it some flair. Yeah, the whole thing.
Does he have a different voice in person than he does when he does those monologues, or like when he does his character?
The mood shifts. I definitely think that his tone shifts with like the intensity that he's trying to convey and whatever. But I mean, it's him. It's just how.
Because I asked Gabe Garcia if because his voice obviously on the podcast does not sound like his voice on the floor when he's emceeing. But when he was on the pod, I was like, do the voice. Please do the voice. Do the voice again. But I pitch him.
Oh, you think what? Oh, really?
Your voice sounds the same. I don't know. Someone else can tell me I'm wrong, but I think you sound the same in both.
Yeah. I wonder if that's the case for most women. Like, I wonder if there's some sort of difference there from male to female. I don't know. But
because Lauren Smith sounds like Lauren Smith.
Yeah. Well, and even like, I'm trying to think of others now. So like Dylan Militsky, he sounds very similar on and off the floor. So that's the owner of Wodapalooza, who also does some MC work. And
he's coming to Herd.
I was going to say, he's coming to Herd, which is
that's
so
awesome.
Cool. Dude, a treat. I mean, he did the games this year. He's done it many years. He is top notch at that role.
Before he got Wodapalooza, right? Before he jumped into Wodapalooza. Yeah, that he's always been on the floor.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Garrett went to Red Alert. No, I'm
cool. What the? I don't know. I think, I don't know. I think it definitely, like, he'll step into a persona for sure. But I don't know that like, I don't know. I don't know. I hear him speak in a lot of different tones. I think what's actually, if there's any difference, it's usually I'll see him do something in the ring that I haven't seen before. Like I'll see him like dance, like peck dance. Like the first time I ever saw him do that was like when he did that to the crowd. There have been a couple of other things that he's done where he'll be in there and he'll do some showman thing or whatever. I'm like, I didn't know he could do that. I didn't know he wanted to do that. Yeah. Like, okay, cool.
Are you just like, that's my man? That's
yeah,
right.
it's really fun. It's really funny. It's just it's you never know what's coming next. I think the one time he had a metal chair and he was like banging the metal chair on his head. And after that one, I was like, hey, lots of different ways to convey your intensity. We don't need more CTI action. Please put the chair down.
Mhm.
Okay. Or maybe it wasn't, maybe it wasn't a chair. Maybe it was they have like those wooden sticks that are in a bundle. I don't remember what they're called.
Yes.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe it was those.
Either way.
It had to have been those. Yeah. Cause his forehead was trashed after the show. And I was just
People
like,
don't understand that that's real. Like,
what are we doing?
they're like, oh, wrestling's fake. I'm like, not that part.
Yeah,
Storyline.
all the flips are real.
Yeah.
All the bumps, which is what they call it whenever they get knocked down or whatever, is all real. When they are jumping out of the ring, that is a very tall rope to jump from. And
Mhm.
yes, there are mats, but it's not that much support if they even land on a mat. And then
Right,
all the other hard surfaces are what they are, obviously. And I think that seeing a ring broken down for me was definitely like a game changer of like, what? Because
you
of
said that before, yeah.
yeah, that was nuts. I was like, you hear it, but that's crazy. Like
Yeah.
that's just, I don't understand how they don't experience more injuries.
They
Yeah.
put like rules on the chair or whatever, but it's like, you can't hit him in the head anymore. Like you can't hit another person in the head, but you can still like
So I'm gonna hit you in the
stab him in the
back.
stomach or
I'm
hit
gonna
him
hit you
in the back. It's
a
like
bunch
it's
of times.
crazy.
Or hit you in the shoulder a bunch of times.
Yeah, it's crazy. I don't know. And I mean, you like, hopefully, I remember, one of the moves that I was like, never allow anyone to ever do that to you. And I realized that that's not a very realistic ask for me to ask because I just can't, I tried and I'm sticking to it. I'm like, no. But the tombstone, which was like,
Oh,
Yep.
yeah, what the Undertaker's
Yep.
signature move, hold on to the guy upside down and then drop to his knees. And it's like, you get somebody's head a little too low and you got a problem.
Right.
And I like spines intact. So that's one that I
Or
really,
like unless you put your face all up in his junk
I
high
thought
enough.
I thought they
you
took
cannot
that. Oh, is it
be a
pile
bunny.
drivers that
Yeah.
are illegal? Pile
yeah.
drivers
And
are
I said
illegal.
tombstone. I think I'm right on that. I think that that's the right move that I'm referring
The
to.
tombstone is
Where he's upside down. Yeah.
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 Yep.
Yeah. Pile driver, is that something, that's something similar, right?
Yeah, it is. One of them is illegal and one of them's not. I forget which one it is, but I think the pile driver is illegal and the tombstone's not. Right?
Yeah,
I think
I
so.
don't know.
I think that's how it goes.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, you
They took
definitely,
one of them away.
I definitely still see people do tombstones. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, I think pile driver is illegal.
The-
And they almost took out Triple H's finishing move too. What the hell it's called? But they almost took that out, but it's still there. They can still use it.
Oh,
I
no,
honestly don't know.
no, that's the pile driver is that one. They're just facing the other way. What was the other one called? What did the Undertaker
Tombstone?
do?
Tombstone.
That's what I thought. I might have it wrong. I mean, I still get to pull the whole like
Oh, the
I'm
pedigree.
relatively new
Yeah.
here.
No, they can still do
Oh,
that.
the difference it looks like is the way that the pile driver is with the face away from the crotch.
Yep.
The tombstone is the other way. So you're much higher
Yeah.
where the head doesn't even touch the ground.
Yeah.
So it's the pile driver. That's illegal.
Yeah. I'm still
Yeah,
good
that's
on
what I
all that.
thought.
I'm still not.
But she's
into it.
like, I still don't want the tombstone at all. I get it. I
Mhm.
totally get it.
No. I mean, if I'm looking at this purely through a protect my partner lens,
Yeah.
he's not a pro wrestler.
Good.
But like, but he is a pro wrestler.
Right.
And I see the goal of why he's a pro wrestler and I support that.
Yeah.
So it is what it is.
There you go.
All
Yeah.
right, guys. Thank you.
She gotta go.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she has to
thank
go to work. We gotta let her relax for a little bit before
Couple
she
minutes
goes.
before.
And we want to say goodbye to her, and I have to apologize for my antics at the beginning. My bad.
Never.
We're all good.
Before
It's so good to see you guys. It's been a while.
It's been a while.
It's been a minute.
Yeah. Before you guys go, don't forget to go check out Primal Mobility, code GTP27. Get that mobility game strong. Also, go check out Trav. Go help him out. We love him dearly. He supports us so much. He supports so many people so much. Let's go support him. So
I'm not apologizing.
yes, Dents. The boys completely hijacked our show earlier. We might have to remove rights on
Your
this
privileges
channel
are revoked.
when
Nah,
when
we don't do that. We don't do that. Equal opportunity for everybody.
If you get motion sickness, just don't watch the first 15 minutes of the show.
Don't, right.
There was so much happening.
Mhm.
All right, guys.
But go support everybody.
We
They
love y'all.
support us, and we will see you guys tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll be
be here
back at
tomorrow.
it tomorrow.
All right.
So, deuces.
Bye, guys. Try it. You can't remember the passwords. Shut up, Beyond.